Everyone, I hope you all are doing fine. Welcome back to another session. We were talking about chapter 1, understanding diversity. So we were about to hit the last topic, unity in diversity. Before that, I want to compile what I told you in the last class. I talked about the different lifestyles that people have if I talk of Ladakh and if I talk of people of Kerala. They are quite different in terms of their geographical area. Here we see more of mountains, whereas here we see more of tourist activities because of this place being very close to the coastline. So there's a lot of cultural difference, though both these places have been visited by a lot of Chinese people, a lot of people from Arab, but still being geographically very different. This area is very famous for its spices. During ancient time also we've been trading in spices, whereas this area Ladakh, because of its geographic location and other climatic and weather conditions, this area is very famous for its wool. I told about a special type of shawl. So the history, two things play a very important role, guys. One is the history, right? And the second one is the geography of that place. They play a very important role to, if we talk about the culture or the life of that people. Fine. But is it just history or geography? Think about it. Let's say you go out to play and you see different people wearing different clothes. So you always come back and tell your parents, "Arey no mom, get me that dress." You often see your neighbors going to different places and you often compare them. No, mama, I also want to go there. Mama, let's celebrate what they celebrate. You try to imbibe and accept their customs. You try to accept their traditions. For example, now Diwali is celebrated across the length and breadth of the country. Isn't that true? We celebrate Christmas. We celebrate Eid. And it's declared, it's supposed to be a national holiday. So that means not only the history and geography, not only the past and the region itself plays an important role, but also our life that keeps on evolving. Different people have been wearing different clothes during different times in the history. So that keeps on evolving, that keeps on changing. So you guys know about evolution, right? The Darwinism, the theory of Darwin, that there are different organisms living around, but the theory of evolution has been given just additional set of information by Darwin, right? Charles Darwin gave the theory of evolution. So similarly, we accept the changes that are there and we try to imbibe and adjust to the traditions, to the customs of the particular community, and we try to live as a family. Look at your society, where you live. We all live like a family, right? Isn't that true? So that also denotes brings us to the next topic and denotes what the spirit of India is: unity in diversity. Now, unity in diversity, it's a very, very important term, a very important phrase, which is used to express harmony plus unity between dissimilar groups or the people. We all are not the same. We all are different individuals. So there is this similarity between all the groups, all the individuals, but still we believe in the spirit of unity in diversity. So as you look at this nation, India, this nation is recognized for its strength. We are not fragmented into small sections. We've made ourselves tolerant to different physical, cultural, linguistic, social, religious, political, psychological, and even ideological differences. There are more complex things, but all that has enriched human interaction. Now we see a combination of Western and Eastern cultures, and we apply the same to different fields. Now, if you know the story of Britishers, the Britishers who ruled us for quite some time, a lot of people were put behind the bars for promoting political activity. So we fought against these people. We had this unity. we found a sense of nationalism. When we fought against the Britishers, we were collectively battling against the Britishers, against this imperialist rule, so that they do not continue to rule us. Later in your classes, you learn about non-cooperation movement. We'll talk about civil disobedience movement. We fought as a unit, as a group. Different patriotic songs were sung. Different portraits were developed. Different icons, different images were presented. And they all symbolized our unity against Britishers. In case you guys do not know the infamous Jallianwala Bagh, there's a very famous Jallianwala Bagh incident, massacre that took place. And this incident took place on 13th of April when General Dyer, he had declared martial law, which means military was controlling the area. Not the police, but of course the military was controlling that area, and he open fired all the people who were there. And then we thought that why those peaceful people, without even warning them, why? Why so many kids? Why so many women? Hindu, Sikh, Muslim, poor, rich, all those who had been there celebrating the Baisakhi fest. Why were there more than 1,000 deaths? Why? So that talks about the courage that the people had. A lot of songs and the symbols emerged later, and they enriched our culture, our respect towards the diversity, that we all, if united, stay united, we can fight against any hardship. We can face any problem. It is very easy to disintegrate people with different views and ideology. But if there is unity among the people, despite having all those differences, it will always be and always has been impossible for a force to break the nation, to divide the nation, to disintegrate the nation. So we used all those symbols as a protest against the Britishers. And even in the famous book, Discovery of India by Jawaharlal Nehru, he says that Indian unity is not something that could be imposed or taught. It is not a force that could be taught. It is not a feeling that could be imposed. Rather, it is something that's deep-rooted. For example, your love, your affection towards your parents, it's deep-rooted. There's a belief, there's a custom that we need to have love towards our country, and that has been acknowledged for years together. So Mr. Nehru coined this term, unity in diversity, to describe the nation. This was coined by him, right? So that's all for today's session. In case you guys like the session, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Thank you.